you. What's up? What? Okay, just a second.
You never sent me the email thingy from Clip Studio.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Not that I need it right away, because I like it how it is, but I do want to try it since, you know, you pay for it, and it comes with all these nice updates.
Yeah, you get a color layer, which is a really good layer to have, especially when you're doing from black and white to color. The color layer is what's going to allow you to do it. It was in Photoshop, but it wasn't in the other thing.
This is really good. Do you want a new cup?
Sure.
And then I will crash through the wall and speedbound.
Oh.
Do you have your coaster?
Hmm?
Do you have your coaster?
My coaster?
Yeah. To keep your dust from getting wet in the cup.
Yeah. Someone's in this room. Hey, Dingo.
Hey.
I assumed it was a dingo due to the modeling of a human figure.
Mm-hmm.
And a cat. I also knew.
Mm-hmm. What you got? Shut up. No. No. What's up?
Oh, you know, usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm constantly struggling to get uh get good at this.
You don't need to be good. Just gotta be good enough.
Well, even that I'm trying to.
Nah, you don't need to be good enough. You just need to fake it.
I'm in a stream if you want to join it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably go to the groceries in a sec. I just wanted to stop in.
Okay.
See on items.
There's like a lot good about Krita, but like figuring out some of its aspects is what's killing me right now.
Are you in credit?
Uh, there's some things about like Manga Studio that are really powerful, but then there's stuff about Krita that is super useful.
Maybe. Come on, zebra, stop being slow. Fuck you. Do what you're supposed to do. Man, I gotta get a new computer soon. This is bullshit.
What's wrong with your computer?
It's struggling.
I think the next kind of computer I'm going to get is probably going to be like a Microsoft Surface or something.
I need more power.
Well, modeling, yeah, I will always use my desktop for that, but like for sculpting, that's what I'll do. Actually, if I wasn't already doing this so much this week, I was gonna get the ZBrush cord be available around the times you're off, and have you guide me, senpai. Also, you'll get a look at ZBrush core. I'm sure it's what you always wanted. God, why is this simple as fucking shit so hard in Krita?
I don't like Krita. I don't know why you like Krita.
I don't necessarily like Krita, but I need it to work.
You don't need it.
Yes, I do.
You don't need it. I, on the other hand, am just doing 3D like I always do. Just 3D, 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 3D.
comfy. 3D is comfy.
I draw in my sketchbook. I'm still getting better. I just like to do more.
Mm-hmm.
I'll zoom out in a second. I want you to tell me what you think. In a second.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is probably one of the more anatomically correct things I've done. Probably, maybe have. Still kind of buff, and I need to fix it. So this is what happens. I build up the muscles, you get to buff. It's not supposed to be like that, and then I try and fix it and stuff.
Hmm.
Alright. Oh. Yes, that's what he looks like right now.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks a little bit more. Mm. Mm-hmm. That will do. That will do.
It's kind of hard too, because like right now, I think what's happening is the camera has this thing. I think it's the camera's like optimized to essentially work for sculpting, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to actually modify the camera. Like it's a what do you call it? Like it's field of vision.
Yeah.
Um, so really, the only thing that you can do, really, kind of just have to take like a medium level sport desktop. That's and then like
Hmm.
I don't know. Over the Also, I decided that I might actually just subscribe to Marvelous Studio. Just because it's like $60 a month. And I can't afford to do the full 300 something or other.
But you don't buy it in that mode, do you?
No.
Mm.
You just basically rent it for a month.
I wish they would lease that kind of shit so you can eventually own it.
Yeah. I would very much appreciate it if they did, but at least for this month. Because I want to get further with this character. Now, this is what I was talking about. Like, you see him right now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In this viewer, he looks actually really good. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to make you agree with me, but like, if he doesn't look good, just let me know. Lost.
The only thing I could say is, and it's honestly just like something that's just not there because you haven't put time into it as the feet. But I mean, it's not. He could be in shoes for the most part.
Yeah, he's gonna have shoes.
Yeah.
So it's not even worth sculpting them out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Subsurface. Skeleton. Make them super realistic. Make them black.
I don't know. I gotta ask Rose something. Rose. When it comes to the textures and repetition, do you need the textures to be like to cover a whole horizontal plane or a whole vertical side?
Horizontal is most logical for walls and stuff.
But I mean, like, if it's gonna
Horizontal.
repeat,
Yeah.
it can't have like another piece next to it.
Right.
It has to be on its own like
Yeah, it needs
section.
its own strip, yeah.
Its own strip. Yeah. Okay.
For example, walls should tile that way. Although it's good to also have them tile vertically. So just walls and floors probably deserve their own depending on how we're gonna tile it.
What about this type of style? I think I picked it up.
We just do it differently.
I mean, I probably just clobbered them all on here, but
And the best part about tiling textures is that you can take a gigantic piece of floor and, like, for example, have this tile across it if that was the only thing. But in our case, we would just take little pieces of floor and, just map it to that instead.
so do a little piece and repeat that piece multiple times across.
Instead of repeating the texture.
Right, instead of one long polygon.
So that can still work. No long polygon.
Yeah.
Because we are not depending on the texture to repeat itself. We
Right.
just take a piece, layer it on that, and then it shows that texture. And then it's just a bunch of little pieces of each other.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I made him into a gummy person.
He does look like a gummy man.
But yeah, so his mask looks pretty good now.
You're gonna start. What do you do from here?
Okay, so this is why I was saying that I was gonna probably do the clothing, because there's no point in doing a low poly yet. Because I'm not gonna bake this yet.
Right.
But some of the major parts are already pretty standard fine. His face. I could add some more detail into it if I really wanted to, but I mean, I don't know if I need it. The other character models I did didn't really have it, so it's like,
Yeah.
So his body is close. I wouldn't say it's perfect. Probably, edit it out just a little bit more. So, what I would do, probably just, make sure that everything is the way that I want it to be. And his proportions are correct, so.
Yeah.
There's not really anything. If his proportions are correct, then it doesn't really matter.
Oh, it does.
And
It does a lot.
from what I can tell, his proportions are fine. So what we'll do is probably export this. How's the side view look? Arm, his hand. I got weird.
I think you should eventually test the animation on them and see if like he looks good in movement.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, because like while we could like look at it left and right all day and come to some decent conclusion. I mean, seeing his like body morph is gonna tell you if something is like really weird about his shape. Just kind of like if his legs move and suddenly he's like, I mean, you could try like moving the legs yourself and posing them and seeing how they fare.
I mean, like trying to do that with animation. Yeah, that's okay.
Hmm.
I could probably move the legs in a bit more. Probably do that. About that much. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
It would be kind of
It's insightful. Like you're like, oh, look at that.
It would be inefficient, technically, for me to like, rig it up and all that other stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm sculpting it out, doing it this way would probably make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, like that looks better. But I do get what you're saying. Like checking them out in different poses definitely helps as far as like.
Yeah.
Listen to Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah. It's a good song. Get ya hyped.
There we go. Thinned him down a bit. Mostly just don't want him to be huge.
I get that.
I feel like that happens a lot with my models. They just end up looking fucking beefy as shit. It's like, that's cool, but everybody's beefy, guys.
Muy macho.
Much.
not very many examples of lights other than like these. This is my first collection of objects for the lab.
I guess the next fight could be a bit.
Which are
long.
definitely sci-fi, like oriented. It's a lot of emissive.
But a lot of it is the color that makes it sci-fi. Like if it were glossy and white, it could just go in a really advanced lab.
Yeah.
None of it's like color. That one looks a little spacey because of like it's like a cut.
Mm-hmm.
So like nothing that could be completely disrupted by like, you know,
Mm.
turning and
That's a very
gravity.
That's a very like
You like that observation?
yeah, the observation is really cool. I'm saying like when it comes to laboratories, and from what I read up, the classic laboratory is made so that it's very I know you used this word before, but it's made so it's really modular. Like they have to like they leave a certain space above and spacing between them in different laboratory rooms so that they can easily disassemble them and reassemble. I'm just talking about classic laboratories. I'm not talking about sci-fi video game laboratories.
Well, that's fine because we're making it modular anyway. But
Still, it was
what
not
I'm
as
looking for is examples of like chairs and like, you know, lights and stuff.
right.
Because I got to lights and I was like, huh.
Either
What I think the word you're looking for is standard, so that any laboratory that meets the item can fit it in the space that they have for it.
I gave you a
So,
link
like standard size.
to a website that completely goes
What was
over the standards that laboratories
When was that?
a while back actually, and I posted it on Slack
Yeah, it might be gone.
a couple
by now.
days ago. No,
Oh,
just a couple
days
days.
ago. You said a while back. I thought
Yeah,
you
we
meant,
haven't
like-
checked it in a while.
You did say a while back.
I thought you meant like a
Scroll
month
down.
or something.
Scroll down.
Well, I heard a while back.
Go down to that bottom one. Yeah.
You do it.
This is like
Oh. The itchy eyes.
this is not the most exciting website you've ever looked at, but they go over why they do it in classic laboratories.
Because it works. The end.
Now, you don't have to do this because this is the most like commonplace thing that you can
well,
expect out of a lab.
I mean, I think this is why we chose standard size objects because, like this height, it looks like a counter height because it looks like you stand here. There's no chair, there's no desk. So.
Yeah, and if you do have a chair, it's a counter height chair.
And while I do believe we should include some unique assets, this is why I was happy to take some standard size objects too, and just base all the stock stuff off of it. So
Right.
yeah, making these handles is gonna be fun. Let's see. Yeah, this is hard to read.
Hard to read. It's boring, I guess. It's a bit dry.
I just want to look at lights and other objects.
I gotcha. But it just goes over terms over the dimensions, why they build them the way they do, what is included in their construction, and just stuff that I thought would help educate you so that you know. But if you don't want to look at that, then don't look at that. Just start modeling stuff. And I already gave you some concepts of making cool stuff.
I'm trying to do the list that we were talking about. I'm trying to finish it.
Well, then make the
You were
objects
like,
in
yeah,
an
you said-
environment.
I am. I said I just want to look at some lights. So that I'm not going off of like just a basic ass lamp.
That dude.
Fluorescent tube lights then.
Basic ass lamps.
Made of ass.
I said basic gas lamps. This is different.
You know what a basic ass is, dude? It's not good.
That looks like a nice chair. Use that symbol for the lounging area.
Hmm.
That symbol. Use it for the lounging area. It looks like somebody could nicely recline there.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm struggling. So if I seem a little bit like angsty, it's because this is not easy.
Why don't you drop a grid on there? Just so you can see and put it on a different layer so you can turn it off and on.
Hmm.
You're struggling because you're bad.
Yeah.
There we go. Now he's fine. I lightened up some of the details. Proportions seem fine to me. Probably widen this part a little bit because man, woman. There we go. Pretty decent. Although I know this sticks out. Like, it's probably gonna be the orange right here. Junk. And I gotta get stuff for dinner soon. I hate getting things for dinner. Dinner's fun.
Man, when you want a line tool and it just does not want to be good.
When you want to be good, but you're not.
What? Fucking hell.
Get good, bitch. Just kidding. See, now his body looks too small. His head looks way too big.
Drawing them shorties.
Well, part of it is he's got like this really muscular head. And because I'm trying to give him more of like a lean look, doesn't quite make sense for his body type, or at least it. Yeah, this is more or less what it is. It's like I changed his body type a little bit.
To a certain degree, I just want to do these all in fucking 3D coat.
You check it out. I widened his shoulders a bit, and then his chin actually doesn't look too bad. this body again. Then it looks alright. Then it looks fine. Then it's probably oh shit. Oh, I guess not. When did I shrink this down?
You're just seeing shit, my friend.
Here.
So, why didn't you bring up these measurements?
Huh?
Why didn't you bring up these measurements before?
Because this was post our discussion.
It was after it?
Yeah. When I was looking on my phone
Oh,
for more stuff.
okay. Because I wasn't sure. Because I was like trying to figure out what shape rooms to make. You
Well,
remember?
again, this is all classical laboratory. We're making a video game space, so
Oh, I know.
I can do whatever.
But I was like, where was this when we were?
I know. Shows you that the job is never done.
It isn't ever done because I still have to convert it to the metric system.
Look, again, honestly, making various type of objects just to see their scale next to each other is going to do the majority of the job.
Yeah. It's 3.2, by the way. That doesn't seem like very much. 3.2 meters.
I guess that's all that's necessary in certain rooms.
Okay.
Again, just standard classical stuff that works in like a first-person game maybe, but not in a third-person view very well. Usually they add an extra foot just because it's better.
No, I don't think so. I think the word module is what's confusing me here.
Well, they make it so when they make
I mean, it sounds like there's still room around it, is what I'm saying.
Well,
like this just sounds like something that something's supposed to fit in.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
that doesn't sound like the entirety of the room, because otherwise they could have just said room, you know.
Yeah, there's probably not the best descriptions
So
involved.
I'll make like a lifted floor platform that's like this big.
Oh,
and
okay.
then leave room for like walking like around it and stuff.
There's a lot of ways I could tell you to make this space that would be just as cool.
Just as cool.
Yeah. Don't get stuck in the box, but definitely make sure that everything scales well inside of it. So here's the objects I want you to make. It's all the lab objects that you classically see in the lab. Just make a very basic version of them.
Yes, I know. But then spacing is going to be the next step, which we talked about also. So that's why I was just going to make the floor about this size so that I could place objects inside of it and then leave room so that we know about how big one would classically be.
Well, once you figure out the measurements, I guess you're just going to make a plane. How do they do this these days?
What?
These texture artists. Just how?
Painted.
Painted. Yeah, but they have them repeat for the most part.
It's a technology that has been lost to the ages because,
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Because, technology got so advanced, it decided to just shit itself.
We're all doomed if it continues to do so.
It's like a
Definitely doesn't give itself up easy. You heard that?
Did you hear that?
I think so.
So funny.
No, I just made it up.
Oh.
He heard it.
I don't know if I believe you. Make me play your leg.
Yeah, Dingo's definitely pulling our legs. Stop pulling it. Jeez
How'd this
Louise.
guy get- Okay, so if I remember correctly, 7.5 is like super average Joe. 8 heads tall was like taller, and then it was only like 9 and 10 heads tall that were like.
What the fuck, man?
So
What the fuck?
There's a chart. Here we go. So 7.5 is just the academic portions. Idealistic is 8 heads tall. Fashion is 8.5. Heroic 9 heads tall. So like average Joe would be 7.5 heads tall. So this guy just looks good. He's like the tall piece of shit. Wait, what's this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. Go no further. Alicia,
Goes to shrink him.
you ruin everything. Fuck. This stupid.
This would
This
be
ruler.
average.
This ruler.
Average Joe proportions. It's not really too different.
How further do you want me to put the damn thing? This the one thing that if I could just get the repetition done right.
Get them,
This perspective
get the
tool.
ruler out.
I do have the ruler out, and the ruler is.
No, I mean like the actual physical number grid, like thingy that can show up on the top.
Yeah, the silver ruler.
The one with, well, I guess
Get
that's
a
fine.
real ruler.
It's just because it likes to go in certain ways to where it wants to go. So I'm like,
Yeah.
where do you want to go?
Enter the numbers so you can measure by hand.
This is closer to what I wanted. Maybe I'm still learning exactly how these tools are supposed to like
Maybe see it?
efficiently work. Yeah.
Gotcha. Photoshop has the option in the view panel where you can just click on view grid lines and then it'll have the numbers on the
Mhm.
top and on the side. And I was like, that might help.
Yeah.
And before
I don't know if they have a
might
grid
do
here.
that.
I think they have a grid. Yeah, they have a grid here. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Except that looks very small. Like you have to.
I think you can change it. Yeah, you can change the
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
number of divisions.
Put it down like 1.
Yeah.
And then it looks like it'll go in the middle of. Yeah. You see it?
Yeah, I think every bit is 100. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100.
Is that there's a grid line in the middle of that white blank.
That's because my my grids are really whack.
What I was gonna say is that when
Like I
you
said,
find the
Hmm.
What do you think a whack attack is?
I don't know. What's up, baby?
I wasn't gonna tell you that. I was just gonna say when you get ready to place your grid line, nudge it to the right a little bit so that it would be in the middle.
Let me
Like,
see.
find like the middle point and then like a teensy bit to the right if it's gonna touch the corner like that.
Let me see about getting it to snap. Sorry if I'm not listening to you fully. I'm still trying to understand how this other stuff works in with it.
You're fun. I'm kind of just saying stupid shit, anyways.
Yeah. What annoys me oh no, this actually does it? Oh my god. That was one thing that always bothered me about the eraser tool and some of the perspective tools. It like doesn't erase the other side sometimes. You're just like, why? Why would you do this? You had one job. That one on the bottom right looks good. Here.
Alright, there we go.
Something's weird with your mouse.
Should
Like,
be good now.
try that.
Double, triple clicked or something. Whew, so bright. What's this?
So the proportions should
Hmm.
be fine.
That's neat. Right there. The trim lighting that's coming down from the
that's
bar.
that. Oh, trim. That's the word I was looking for. Before I kept telling you like thin bars of like bordering the perimeter.
It's the fact that these walls are so plain that gets me.
It is a
Basic.
hallway.
Very basic.
Nothing's really supposed to happen in it except people walking and rushing to their jobs.
Yeah.
That bro, it's basic. Just like you.
What confuses me is this thing that's like not on the floor.
That's like some kind of compartment.
It looks like, even still,
A little closet.
if they want anything in it, they have to lift it. What if it's big?
I know what you mean. That's a little weird.
It's weird. Like, it's the only thing in the entire. Well, no, there's something down there, but I don't know. Maybe it flips out or something.
Could be.
Maybe it's not like a storage thing, because that would be weird. Okay.
Yeah, humans make all kinds of weird choices, don't they? Dumb damn humans.
Hello.
Hey, Varix. I was like, okay.
Read my audiobooks.
What you learning?
Oh, it's a book about a guy who got turned into a computer program and sent out into space to go explore other planets so he can make copies of himself. Stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Oof, that sounds dark.
No, it's actually pretty good. It's not really dark. He got turned into a computer program because he originally ended up dying in a car crash. And they revived him like 100 years later.
Hmm.
But like a whole bunch of stuff changed, so pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Oh my god, I just found something amazing. I needed this tool for like forever now.
What you making?
Making texture stuff.
That looks like a PlayStation top.
Not inaccurate to my goals. Oh, the one on the right, yeah. So it's like I'm just trying to get some decent like shapes down for texture that will repeat or at least be technical in their design, and it was just not working for a while. I had some difficulties, to be sure. What? How does that work?
I realized Opera updated because I can use Hangouts again.
That's good.
Or Google fixed it or something like that. Either way, I can use Hangouts.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I was just trying to get like some really reliable shapes down so I could repeat designs here and there. You need like stuff like symmetry to really be helpful, so you can do stuff like this.
What is this? Free weekend. Play free all weekend. To celebrate E3 2017, Ubisoft is having a free weekend party. Let's see, from June 9th to June 12th, that's tomorrow. June 9th to June 12th, enjoy Tom Clancy's Division, Steep, and Trials Fusion. Okay, I'll play that. Only available on Uplay. So we can play these games for free all weekend.
Oh boy.
I'm really interested in Trials Fusion. Not so much American. Not a big, well, seems okay.
I gotten the just because of the graphics card I got, right? It came with game, and I feel like I paid for game without knowing it because I think I found the version of the card for less.
Oh, you paid for that game.
God damn it! I didn't win anything for free, you goddamn assholes. So that happened, but I was I played. There was two games I could get. I was gonna get For Honor, or get that one Tom Clancy game that came out, the Wildland one, and I got the Wildland one, and it wasn't half bad, but it wasn't like so phenomenal either that I was just gonna like tell everybody to get in on it.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Either way, it was a game, and I guess there are some things to enjoy about it. It was a big world, and my graphics card did make certain things look pretty cool. I could play it on ultra, but I think there were some cases where the FPS would drop just because of the sheer amount of shit that was going down. It looked pretty good in the other modes too, so sometimes really hard to tell if those modes are even worth it, you know? Like ultra on a computer, it's just not always clear as to how ultra it is.
Did you make your own? Zero track memorization. Infinite racetrack. Zero track memorization. Online multiplayer. Exciting power-ups. Split screen mode. Human or AI controlled players. Controlled pavement. Dude, that's actually one thing that'd be making this game really cool. Like,
What?
you're racing on a track that somebody else is making as you're racing on it.
I mean, I would imagine glitches would occur.
Dude, I kind of want to get this game just because of how ridiculous that is. I like how the track can be custom made by a flying spaceship, but as far as I can tell, multiplayer is dead, and single player is a joke. I'd like a refund. Well,
Well, there you go. Multiplayer's dead. My goodness.
they're easy to read, easy to pick up and play it. Anyone can play it. You don't need boring tutorial levels. You don't. I kind of want to get this game just because of that gimmick, like, and it's like $2 right now. I kind of want to get it. Cannot find any sort of single player mode. Could only find multiplayer and split screen. Request a refund. Hey, there's no single player? What is it? It says single player though. Multiplayer.
They lied to you, Johnny.
I don't know, man. This ain't gonna have like no single player. You gotta have single player though. Like you gotta have some kind of single player.
We don't got no single player in these pots.
Ain't no single player over here, boy.
No, just make my way out. Wait a minute. Think I found some single player right over here.
It's like one track.
Little Betsy. Get a go at it over there in that machine.
I might just go ahead and take a dive and get it. Let me see. Fun racing game, nothing like. Let me look at the movie, how it looks, see what they got to say about it.
Says who?
Race.
Racing is fun. Try it now.
Racing is fun. 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 I'm singing to this song that you can't hear. So it makes no sense for me to be singing in a rhythm. Yeah, a rhythm.
Deep, yo.
It would be nice if you could hear this song. It's like Street Fighter.
What?
The menu song on this game.
Oh yeah.
Sounds a lot like Street Fighter. Kind of like a mixture of like Street Fighter Third Strike, actually. Oh, this sounds just like Street Fighter Third Strike.
It's because it is.
Because it's got that like the amen break. You probably don't recognize that sample, but you'll recognize it if you heard it. And it's got like that old saxophone sound.
Old saxophone. You know, they utilize those saxophones for their game music.
Go ahead and catch up with the paper. Me leaves a little bit to be desired though. It does not look good. You lose and you are. Laser is a spacecraft that builds the. Alright, just get to the point.
Oh shit. Dropping that
That's like
bass.
the longest song ever. This song been going on for like. Well, that's not very long. Why did you pick race? Where's the single player mode? Refresh. and ain't nobody online.
I guess that's not what they were saying.
Yeah, like it's like nobody like you click race and it just drops you to a lobby, and then
Yeah.
you like pink car. And you're like waiting, but ain't nobody here. So you just keep going, keep waiting. There ain't nobody gonna go up. You might as well just start.
Then someone shows up. The master. I've defeated everybody who's ever entered in this game. And I shall claim your soul.
Where's go? I'm like 3, 2, 1, and it's just like
You can go now.
3, 2,
Meh.
1.
Guess they were expecting
Go.
you.
Like, oh. This game doesn't look fun. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh my goodness. This track is nuts. It's like Rainbow Road on freaking steroids. Oh man. Oh yeah, oh you see the paper over there. What's like the DNA strand? Whoa! This game does look cool though. If they had an actual legit single player mode, it'd be sweet.
Yeah, that's what happens with
Bye.
this game.
And
Yeah.
he fell off. It's like the music is like mapped to the track itself.
Hmm.
And it's like the music is actually mapped to like the paper. That's super strange. Why did they do that? Oh, you can like see the paper making the track. That's nuts. Oh god, this track is evil.
Why has it got like a bunch of holes?
No, it's just this big old curvy, twisty, like thing with no borders. You could just fall off at any moment.
Hmm.
Imagine, okay, you know how Rainbow Road like twists around and stuff?
Sure.
Well, it twists around like that times 10. And then the thing is, there's like this spaceship flying around, and the spaceship is the one making the track. So it's like you can just see the piece of, you just see like a piece of track like up ahead, like being created.
That is pretty neat though.
Yep. Oh, and you see it like up there, making another part of it. And you ain't gonna never. I feel like you gotta have speed boosts, otherwise you'll never catch up to it. But the track creation ship is like pretty slow. But what the heck? You just fell through the track. He ain't gonna never catch up with this thing. I mean, it can have a really cool single player mode. Like, trying to stay on a track by yourself is hard enough, and then there's power ups and stuff. And then the thing is, because all the tracks are dynamic, you can't memorize the track.
True.
There's no track memorization. So just chalk all that.
Why do you think it tanked?
Because it relied completely on multiplayer and didn't have any single player stuff.
Oh yeah.
Mixed reviews, like it doesn't look terrible. It's just like, and also it doesn't look amazing either. Like it doesn't, like it looks like a PS2 game, or well, even say the PS2 game is right. It looks like an early PS2 game or like a really good PlayStation game. Like it looks like it reminds me of a PlayStation game.
I mean, would you mind that normally?
I mean, no, I don't mind that. Like, it still looks cool. It's just like, let me see that here. Here, I'll post it in random. I'll just post it to your thing.
Sure.
Exact game there.
Velocity stream.
It should start where I stopped it. Did it start where I? Did it start with the race?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, see, it looks like early PS2 or like PlayStation,
Yeah.
which isn't terrible.
Which means the load times are super quick.
Well, yeah, the load time actually was pretty fast. I mean, the track, all this track is being made in real time.
Yeah.
They had no track to load. So really, I mean.
Like a track generator.
Well, yeah, like you see it. Whoa, he just got stuck on the side of it. What the heck? Whoa, what's happening right now? Whoa, he got stuck. Oh god, it's like the thing reset thing got stuck. Okay, well, he got it. He'll never catch his faces now.
Who, in your game?
In this video.
Oh,
I'm
in this.
not playing it.
Okay.
But like one thing is like the music is like mapped to the track. So like when he goes over the track, you see like the you're hearing the music like hands to left. Oh, there's a ship over there.
Oh, I see what you're talking about, getting stuck. He's like trying to get on the track.
Yeah, it's like
I think he's purposely spinning around to see it do it again.
oh, I didn't know that. So actually, if you go too far behind, the track will actually degenerate.
Really?
Yeah, it'll like disappear.
I guess you gotta eventually end the track when it gets too long.
You gotta keep up with it.
Call it.
He didn't keep up with it because he fell off too much.
It's really weird.
It is, but I mean, if the tracks aren't different, then I hope they have like some kind of like. Oh, you might catch up to it this time. Oh, no, no. This kind of reminds me of a game called Hypersonic Extreme, where you could make the track any direction just by like driving it and controlling it. You couldn't do it while you were racing, but you could still do it. The level creator. Wonder it would be weird if this is made by the same people or like developers. Whoa! But the other thing is like you can't cheat and try to jump to another track because as soon as you get off the track a little bit, it'll put you back. It'd be really cool, like if a single player like easy, medium, and hard modes where like they gave the ship like simpler AI so it would make like flatter tracks
Yeah.
or like tracks that have like
Oh, yeah.
sort of walls.
You know, it's ordinary, but
Because apparently there's power
Ordinary,
in
it's
it, but
good.
because nobody plays it, they don't give you the power ups. But they said you can have AI racers though, so I don't know. Probably one of those Quake situations where it just has you can just turn on bots.
Yeah. Just pop in into existence.
Oh, you're getting closer. You're getting close to that spaceship. Oh, there he is. You got it. He's right next to that. He's right next to it. Boom.
Anything happen special?
He caught it and the ship disappeared and said you win. There's a particle effect. But then like the wind music plays over the racing music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this game could use more polish. It's not bad though. It's not bad, but could use more polish.
Hmm.
Good start though. Good, you know, I don't think it's bad. And then people could say, "Oh, well, see, if you hadn't seen that stupid Let's Play, they took money from this because you were like, well, no, it wasn't a Let's Play. I mean, because I've seen Let's Plays of other games, and then I bought them."
Yeah, just video games are the way they are today. You can't half-ass it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. On the side it shows how far you are with me. That's good. Oh well, not too bad.
Yep.
What's another item? What's the other item? What's one more? What's the one more? Oh, Quantum Rush Championship is $6. What's that? The Quantum Rush Championship. That's good.
How many games do you own?
Huh?
How many games do you own?
How many games do I own?
Yeah,
Like 100 something.
yeah. I feel like I'm up there.
Tomb Raider.
I think I own like. But some
Hey,
games.
it's still $60. What?
I was gonna say some games I managed to own through just the sheer amount of like humble bundle shit. I'm like humble bundle, and I was like subscribed to it for a couple months. I just get so many games.
Quantum Rush, the full pack is $8.
You're just never gonna run out of games.
What's this? The Jumpstart Tournament, Quantum Rush Championship OST, and Quantum Rush Champion. What is the QR Championship Jumpstart Tournament? This is DLC. I do want to get another Pictograph Racer. I don't know. There's Formula Fusion. Oh, that just came out. There's Red Out. Which one should I get? I don't know.
All of them.
Oh, I can't get all. I only get one. I get Formula Fusion. That's $20 though. Oh, Formula Fusion has a free demo. I have a Quantum Rush demo. I have a Quantum Rush demo. I have. Oh, that document. I don't think we're having a meeting earlier because you said you'd be here till 9.
Yeah, I'm here. Did you want to ask something specific about it?
You said you wanted me to write some story things, and I'm not sure what.
What? Story things?
I don't know. You said like I remember like a while ago. You're like oh yeah, you can write some like story things, kind of not so much story things, but like information for like all the backup objects, like.
Is that what I said to write something? Oh, I feel like I know what you're talking about. I would say don't worry about it. Maybe I was thinking about something else. It happens.
There's only 8 tracks. 8 tracks with Night in Reverse. Variants 30 Racing. Night. 8 tracks with Night in Reverse. Variants. 30 racing scenarios in total. 5 fully customizable crafts. 8 tracks with Night. That's 16. And Reverse. So then that's like. But that's not really 8 tracks. I mean, it's not really 30 tracks. I mean, I guess 30 racing scenarios. So you can Shows a bit more tracks, 10 team skins, 6 race modes, quick time trial, clean speed lap animation. And Star All craft are available. Tracks and variants are unlocked by progressing. And this game has this one made me it's got very positive. The first review I came across. It says very positive reviews, but like the first 4 reviews I see are negative. So it's released now and everything is worse than a month ago. FPS dropped when it was silky smooth previously. There's no control preset for gamepad anymore, and the default one is just bad. Rebinding looks weird. You now have to unlock everything. I think they just updated that. They said everything in the line. But good luck making progress because the AI is just brutal. Somebody else said it. I think this game falls shy of the mark too many ways to make it worth playing. And after about 45 minutes of it, I don't really feel like picking it up ever again. Oh, that's not good. It is somewhat reminiscent of Wipeout and has an aesthetic resemblance of the original. Unfortunately, this is just about the only thing that attempting to copy Wipeout too closely. It honestly just feels like a low-budget amateur knockoff. Fails to put out all the stops. The initial UX for me was not good. The user interface for this game is utterly appalling and needs to be heavily redesigned. The main menu presents you with a tiny scrollable list widget at the bottom of the screen, almost as if the designer intended for you to stare at the rendered background more than the actual navigation menu. This is a common theme across UI. For example, selecting a ship. Oh wow, okay, that's not good. He writes a ton of stuff. Next review. This game is not finished. Extremely poor performance on my i5, 6600K and 980 Ti. Not to mention the missing features. The handling was okay. It strikes a balance between the classic Wipeout games and Wipeout HD Fury. I'm not really playing to the strengths of either. I could jump into Elite Time Trial and have a pretty good feel for a trip in a few minutes. Not really have much challenge. This is largely due to the fact that the tracks just aren't that interesting given how easy it is to maneuver your craft. Also, right? Engine doesn't handle it. The game engine doesn't handle skimming the edge of the track very well. Instead of bumping back onto the track, considerably less speed like in classic games, you kind of just get stuck to the wall. It was fun in HD Fury thanks to the slide shift. Oh man, these reviews don't look good, man.
That sounds pretty
It
rough.
It says very positive reviews, but you go down, the first review you see is just like, no. I'm like, oh. Well, it's got a free demo. Can't go wrong with free demo, right?
Yeah.
Demos. 5 to 40 years. Highway in heaven is so good. Man, but the tracks look so good though. Dang it. What about that? Red Out's got a free demo too. I'm gonna just get all the demos. there's 25 tracks here from 5 locations. And it posts a lot of popular plus also it's every board 11 event types, classic races, or any other things. It's really awesome. Music creators full 5.1 content for a dynamic soundtrack that will drop sicker and sicker beats the faster you go. Right out looking dope fresh. God, just looking at $39.99 fresh. Holy hands. What the hell, you know? That's still pretty expensive. Holy baby. $39.99 fresh. Right out enhanced edition. Look at this. What's the enhanced edition? Okay. Figure it out first. I guess the enhanced edition. I think it's Quantum Lock. Quantum Chess. No, thank you. It's 3D chess. I will freaking ask. Whenever you have figured out.
3D chess? What the hell are you talking about?
It's 3D chess.
Yeah?
I am not kidding. It's very, Quantum Rush. It's got mixed reviews. It's okay. Career mode. Create a mini campaign with various challenges. 6 different challenge types. 21 are bosses, 14 racetracks, 21 races with fabulous upgrades, arcade mode, blah blah blah, theme, stuff, other things, more stuff. First view, thumb down. Mediocre wipeout clone. Bare bones, lacking creative content, bad bland track design. No online multiplayer, doesn't have as good handling as the other Wipeout games. Tried to mimic the Wipeout 148 UI and many more things I could list. Don't waste your money on this. There's a reason why it's so cheap. Man, you pretty much laid it out.
It's not like the same reason the other ones also failed or whatever.
Yeah, but Redout, on the other hand, seems to be fine. Hold on, I'll bring it back. 348 people. Photosensitivity warning. Small percentage of people may experience things. Oh, you guys could have gave me like. You guys could let me race an actual race. That's so good. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry.
What is it?
It's so dry that it's just like.
Yours?
Yep, yours.
Sorry.
Trying to be anxiety.
This is stupid.
What is?
Oh.
stingy Tony. It's gonna make all the shapes in his head.
What?
So cute.
verdict is in.
Yep.
Red Out is the best one.
Red what?
Red Out.
Red out.
Yeah, I just played the new Formula Fusion game. Firstly, I had an issue where it wouldn't take up no resolution. So, like, I was playing it in a window and I had no choice. Then, um, like, the UI just seems so like I like the sound design that they had. It had some nice punch to it, but like the UI was so flat. Like man, and like it looked like they took like the most basic text tool. Now I guess this goes back to that whole thing about Unreal having hard to work with UI.
Yeah.
Like it's just so flat. Like it looks like they literally took like the text tool, used the default font text, and then just put it there. The tracks look nice. Not super inspired, but nice. The car kind of handles well. The controls kind of are weird. It was like, oh, boost ready, and I was like, how do I use it? And I had to press every button that I could think of pushing. It was like, nope, 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 nope. I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do I have to push?
Your soul.
Red Out it is. $39 though. Yeah.
That's the other question. Is it worth $39? So.
Well, I mean, so far it looks like it's pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty fresh. And I mean, that was also made on Unreal Engine, so I don't know, man. Not worth $39 about to spend right now. I just noticed the descriptions of the career modes are getting more personal, certainly, and some way to the races, that's for sure. Here's a single player. They did a nice job with the in-game lore too. First Y on the track of vehicle. Oh man, and this even Red Out even has story and stuff. Let me see if I can find this game on GTA. Oh my god, like I think Formula Fusion like messed up my Windows Explorer. Like, what the heck? What did you do, Formula Fusion? Dang it.
You'll never leave.
It goofed everything. It was like, like it borked everything up. It's fixed now. Holy wow. Formula Fusion. Just yeah. Cool game idea, guys. It was good. Like it looked really nice, but it was in the I don't know what you would call it department. Someone have to make sure we keep an eye on when we put on the hard games. But
Hell yeah.
weird stuff. Huh?
I said hell yeah.
They can't have like stuff like that. Like if you get to like the main stuff, that was just on a demo. Like I'm supposed to play the game. I get to the demo and it's like, what? What? What?
Good game.
Play it. Disabling replay seems to help performance. Dev breaks. Speed off. Problem boost pads. What are the developers' plans for post-launch content for DLC? Final permanent bug. 2 bugs I found after completing it. That's probably stuff that was posted before it was released. Oh man, Tekken 7 on Steam is only like $42. Well, on G2A Steam. Steam is $39. On here it's like $24.75. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not too much of my blood though. All right, enough dollar hawking around. Enough dollar hawking. Free game. Forget it. The cool gradient thingy on your screen. Enough dollar hawking. It's time for the real show. Let's see if it's still. There's a cool song in the background.
Oh yeah, it's listening to this I think melody mixes of the Crypto the Necro Dancer.
Oh.
You've heard of this album before, right? It's
Oh,
it's the video game. It's the video game, yeah. But there's they have the album and a bunch of remixes people made. Because they're sick ass beats. I like the original tracks; they're really good too. I mean, they're the best. But like I like that one where it's just like metal, where like they did it all on guitar and like drums and stuff.
Yeah, I think he's like his Power Ranger. I'm done. He just put around outside. Just totally.
Yeah. Don't we have like a Krispy Kreme like literally nearby? Or
What?
we have that Krispy Kreme nearby.
I love Krispy Kreme.
But is it like the Krispy? What's the one up the street? Just
It's Dunkin' Donuts.
oh, Dunkin' Donuts. I like Dunkin' Donuts too.
They don't make them like hot though.
Sometimes.
When? I've never seen the giant conveyor belt.
When you believe.
This is not Peter Pan. They don't have baby desk.
You're making this more complicated than it has to be. I just want to get the freaking program.
So. I would like to achieve a style that's really strong like that, but it kind of requires
Well,
like
the style is just basically all color because it's sharp and clunky and colorful.
that kind of greenish teal is what I was looking to accomplish with a lot of the color schemes.
Well,
Yeah.
that would be.
And then when it contrasts with the XL's like reddish orange,
Oh, just like this.
yeah, then it will really feel like the enemy is in front of you, not like, you know. And they're moving around and, you know. Like, and everything about the science lab is supposed to feel clean, you know. It's supposed to feel like it's like, and then when you see the XL's like creep, you know, it's like kind of like fleshy and like kind of stretching out. And
That'll be fun.
if we could get the creep to be animated, that'd be awesome. But
Yeah.
just kind of like move a little bit where it's at, just kind of like a weird like sludge. Yeah. So
That'll be fun.
that's the contrast I'm trying to achieve with the biolabs. That it really feels like something escaped, and it's like
Maybe
taking
I can
over.
Figure out how to make a small loop.
A small loop.
Yeah.
It should be possible.
Well, I meant like a small animation.
That should be possible too. I don't think it's too difficult. It's been done a lot.
What else?
Just that kind of animation loop that, like his
No, I mean like literally just stationary group like on a wall somewhere, like not moving, like just like a.
just kind of gleams like in a moving kind of way.
Well, not
Ripples.
Not
Like-
no locomotion. I mean like.
No, yeah,
like,
yeah,
as
yeah.
in, like stationary.
Yeah, a stationary.
Bubbling, like
bubbling.
what would be in the
Yeah,
jar.
yeah.
So I'm thinking of like lava, like physics with also like.
Yeah, kind of like lava.
Like organic. Like,
Yeah, just kind of
bouncy house thing.
pushes out and in, kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Like alive but unstable.
I'll show you a good example of what I mean.
I have a pretty good idea.
This is a one that's been done. I just want to show you.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go do what I was about to do. And come back. It'll take 2 seconds.
So this is what it looks like in this game, StarCraft.
I thought you were gonna show me like animation.
This is more or less what it's supposed to like look like.
Like the consistency.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. It's just goopy and fleshy and stuff, and it even sounds squishy when you're running on top of it. Which is a sound effect that I already talked to Virix about for stepping. It's like squish, squish. And this right here, how they're like bubbling out, like that was like already like in my mind that there would be like kind of like bubbles that would like basically burst, and then the monsters would like run out.
Okay.
So you can kind of see some like mounds in
But
the
it has to
environment
bubble
too.
out of a puddle because it's not like this organic valley where it's like it's probably in the earth, like, and it's like popping through like a wall or something. Like it's probably not under the surface in the laboratory. It's probably just like in its puddles wherever the puddles are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it could,
That's how I imagine it.
well, if like they can at least like kind of like there was a model of them on the wall or like on the ceiling, kind of like
Yeah, the
hanging.
pile. That's what I was gonna make. I was
Yeah.
gonna make the creature. I was just gonna make like a sludge pile.
Mm-hmm. The sludge pile is a good start though. That's where you first need to know if that looks good. If that doesn't look good, then the rest of the other stuff won't really complement it all that well. But yeah, there is a moving GIF I could find. I mean, it's not like I couldn't find. We'll just look at this video real quick. Let's see.
That was just like tricks.
Because it's a technique to spread this goop. See that?
I think so. It looks like shadow though.
This is the goop. This one doesn't. I think when it's spreading, it moves a little bit by little bit, but I think to save on cost, I don't have it move here. See how it spreads here?
Yeah, it looks like water though.
You see how it like move? You can see that like movement there.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Is that the highest the quality the video can be in?
I think so. It's usually on the highest, so
It's on auto.
if it exists, we'll. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like hair gel diluted in water a little bit. So.
And then it has this like nice like veiny look to it as well. It would look.
Wait, go back.
Um,
The veiny look?
yeah, just the way the edges are, so like
Well, that's what I
veiny-ish.
meant by it looks like water because it looks like it's seeping into cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Not. I didn't think that was part of like it. I thought that was just how it looked over the earth. But I kind of see what you mean. Yeah. I couldn't tell at first, but that's definitely what it looks like now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm. And you have these like little piles right here.
example,
That's
like-
how they grow out the
For
monsters.
example, like things like this,
Mhm.
like this part, that's how I imagine it to look.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks like a little like very smooth in areas like through here and stuff. So I wasn't imagining that. I was imagining like all like bubbly and goopy, like almost the whole thing, like
Oh.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, I mean it does. It's whatever, but like I'm saying, this is an example of one that I thought that this is like this Blizzard. So this is their game. This is how they've done that.
Look up Monster Blood.
Monster Blood.
I've never seen the episode, but I know that Goosebumps made a bunch of episodes to go with their books. I was imagining something with more texture, a little bit like that.
Like this.
Like the cover, not like that.
Okay.
Click on the book cover.
This one.
Yes. I was imagining something a little bit more like
Mhm.
that, but obviously more fleshy and a little translucent. But that was the texture I was like imagining, where it's like smooth but bumpy, but not. Yeah,
Makes sense.
that was a fun book though. I don't really remember it because I was like super young, but I remember liking it. It was creepy. It's like no matter like it came in contact with something, it just devoured it and then it just grew. That much I remember.
Goop. I like Manga Studio more than Krita. I mean, Krita has that like repetitious thing,
What
which
are
I
you
can.
using right now?
Manga Studio.
That's what I thought. Okay, I didn't know why we were talking about Krita earlier because I was like, I'm pretty sure you're in Mega Studio.
But I have like Krita open.
Oh, Krita. Wasn't that the one I used that allowed me to do the transparent layer?
Yes.
Yes. So that's what I like it for, but not really anything else. Like it doesn't really. Like I like it as a program, but it doesn't do more that I could find than like I haven't found all the tricks and features, but
It just kind
I
of.
haven't needed it for more than what I can accomplish in Manga Studio, except for the transparency thing.
I personally think it just makes itself a little more difficult than it needs to be.
I think that's just because of the shortcuts. I haven't found anything else that's like extremely difficult if you just click on it, but if you try to use shortcuts, then it's like why?
Yeah.
Like you purposefully went for like your own set, which is nice, but like that doesn't make it easier for it to learn, you know.
Mhm.
Especially for people who already use a lot of softwares. Yeah.
Oh my god, only 44 and 123? Take forever. Hello?
Yo, I'm here.
Trying to sync a bunch of files from another hard drive. And it's taking a long time.
I know what I need.